Hey guys, and welcome to the newest episode of Bluray Tuesday with Terrell. Alright guys, so now we're back. I just want to say thank you for watching, if you were watching me on the stream yesterday, August 15th. We did a stream I did on Bob's Blu-rays, and there was like a whole boutique label tournament going on. Started with 32 labels, like Scream Factory, Arrow, all this stuff, and they're competing. So there's various different people every week, and we basically show our titles and explain why we like certain labels versus a different one. And basically the 32 got narrowed down to 16, so I was on episode 2 and we were talking about the newest 16, and then next Monday, they're gonna have it narrowed down to 8. So yeah, just gonna go on from there. It was super fun. Got to meet some cool people on there, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did, if you didn't watch, y'all go check and just go watch it. Go to Bob's Blu-rays YouTube and check that out, and you can watch me. It was fun. All right, so besides all that, that was the fun shit. Work's been nuts, and people, I don't know if it's this heat because it's been fucking hot, but we got some weird ass people coming out now. Like today I was at work, it all started, the day was crazy. The day started weird. We cleaned the bathrooms, you know, you got to keep it nice and fresh for when people come in, and our first or second person that used the restroom came out and he complained that the bathroom smelled like bleach. And I was super confused. I asked him to repeat himself, like, wait, what? He said the bathroom smells like bleach. It's just the smell. I don't like that smell. I'm like, you don't like a clean smell? You want it to smell like piss? I was confused. Oh, I was like, okay, this is giving me a case of Mondays, and it's a Tuesday. Really weird. I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone, because later we had this little guy, this rinky-dink looking raggedy white dude. He looked young, like in his early 20s. He was walking around, he has like a little earpiece in, listening to his music, and he was just walking around, and one of the other coworkers called me on the headset saying, oh hey, can you come check on this guy? He needs help. It looks like he might need help. That was code for, bitch, he's stealing. So I looked over, I was supposed to go find him. He walked in sort of fun. He had this light pink backpack and a blue bag, like the little pouch bag. Y'all see Little Mermaid? She had her little bag with all her dingle hoppers and shit. That's what he had. He had a dingle hopper bag. And then he was walking to the front, and I said, oh, hey, you find everything okay? You know, trying to be very customer service-like. And he was like, oh, yeah, I just love this store. I'm like, oh, cool, that's great. He lying. And then he goes over, he said, I shop here all the time. So he goes, he gets in line, and I was like fiddle-fadding around in the front just to see what's going on, because they wanted me to like watch this boy. And I felt weird, because I've had this happen, people be watching me, but bitch, I wasn't stealing, but this nigga was. So anyways, he got in the line, he got to the front, and then my girl, she was ringing him up, right? So I was just sitting there, and I overheard the conversation, and she was like, oh, you gonna buy those? He had his Little Mermaid pouch, and he put it up there, and I guess she asked to see it, and he put it up there, and then he put his head down. And I was like, she was like, are you okay? And he just had his head down. So we knew he was stealing, so he had to put on a show. So he pretended like he was falling asleep or something. And she was like, do you need to get air? You look pale. He did, but he was white. So he looked very, very pale. So we're like, if you need some air, the door is right there. I said, hey sir, you okay? He says, oh, I'm fine. And then he puts his head back down. It was so weird. And then I was like, do you need some water? And she asked if he needed water. He says, yeah, do you guys have water? I said, we do, you could buy it. So he had a chocolate bar, and I walked my fat ass to get him a bottle of water, and I had her ring him up. So he paid for a chocolate bar and a water. And as he's doing his theatrics, she takes all the shit that he was stealing. He was stealing wrenches and handkerchiefs and markers. I was like, but what is he about to do? I didn't know how to put something together, but he was trying to do something. Anyways, she took it all out, gave him his bag, she sold him his chocolate and his water. He leaves, and then like maybe 15 minutes later, they call me, Terrell, can you come to the front, please? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening now? So I go to the front, and he's back. Why this man back with his Little Mermaid purse and his pink backpack? So he come back, and then he's talking about that I stole from him. He says, you took my wrenches, you took my X, Y, and Z. I didn't take shit you took from me. Basically, I said, his whole attitude changed. He was a whole new guy. He wasn't like, oh, I'm so pale, I'm so wibbling and wobbling out the store like he did. He was perfectly fine. He was trying to come for me. I ain't got your wrenches, boy. You gotta go somewhere else with that. So, long story short, he ended up leaving, and that was that. But it was just a really odd day. But a couple days ago, the same thing happened, similar. But they called me to the front. They always call me for these rinky-dink fucking stupid people. So there was this dude, I guess, they called me to the front. We have, you know, it's fall. We got our Halloween, and there's these little fall things. Right when you walk in the door, this little fall, little haystack things here. And okay, there was a man blasting his music, and he had a twisted tea in his hand. You know, the alcoholic beverage. So I walk up to him and I say, "Hey, excuse me, sir. We can't be drinking up in here. You know." He's like, "I'm gonna have you gotta take that shit outside." I didn't say shit, but you know, I was trying to do my customer service first. And he's like, "Aren't I supposed to sit here? Aren't they're here to be sat on?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is decoration. You gotta buy those." And then he's like, "Oh." He's like, well, "What do you mean I gotta go outside?" He said, "You could say excuse me first." I said, "Well, I did say excuse me, but you probably couldn't hear me over that music." And he got up in my face. He tried to boss up. And mind you, I got kind of scared, but I didn't show it. He was like 6'5", I'm 6'1", tall, skinny black dude. His breath smelled like liquor, drinking a twisted tea, very fashionable. And he was just all in my face talking about what you gonna do. I was like, "I need you to leave." And I was like, I stood right in his face. He got all this close. I smelled that nasty breath. I thought I was gonna get monkeypox or COVID, bitch. I was scared. And then all the cashiers and the Asian people just staring at me, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. They were scared. Black people about to fight. And I was like, "You need to go." So his ass looked at me. I wasn't backing down, and he left. He was like wobbling out too with this little twisted tea. Bitch, who drinks that? You should have had a White Claw at that point. I don't know. Anyways, that was that, and that was my whole experience with that. And it's been a mess. People, I don't know. Full moon, y'all. Anyways, moving on. We did have a couple movies that I did check out over the past this past week. I don't want to briefly go through them, but I want y'all to go check these out. So, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies from A24. Y'all need to go watch this. So, I've seen a lot of people that did not like this movie due to the whole Gen Z, the lingo, the TikTok era that we're in. Very that. But I'm gonna tell you why I did like it. So, the whole premise of this film is about like these group of kids getting together. They're all crazy rich, I guess. They all got issues, mental problems. One got a podcast. Another bitch is sober, trying to be sober. Another bitch is her girlfriend, but she weird as fuck. And then you got this other bitch. It's all Pete Davidson's just thrown in there, right? And with his little raccoon eyes. All right, and then you get, they're playing this game called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. So it was so cool because me and the Overlook family recently played this game called Werewolf. So we're all in a group, and we gotta like try to pick and choose who the fuck is the killer. It's so fun, and I played it, you know, you see real people's colors be coming out. And it's very strategic. So this movie is based off of that kind of, which is what I liked. I don't want to spoil this too much. I'm really good at that. But y'all should go see it. I recommend it. I liked this movie. I had fun with it. There was a lot of twists and turns in a sense. It had like a whole whodunit vibe, which I love. I love whodunits. That's why I like this movie. And certain characters are pretty creepy, pretty crazy, pretty weird. It had a lot of setup for different things that didn't go nowhere. Then it ends with like, oh, are you serious? Like that type of thing. But I liked it. And after we watched that, we had a whole double feature this night. It was a Thursday premiere night. And I hella wanted to see Fall. I saw like a little clip of it, and you got these two dumb bitches that climb all the way up on this long ass thing. You crazy ass white people. Crazy! All right, so basically this movie Fall. So, okay, simple premise is these two people who want to be TikTok famous, you know, same thing as Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. And they go up on these long thing, and basically they gonna get stuck. It's in the trailer, I ain't spoiling it. And they get stuck up here with vultures going around about to eat people. They got all this shit happening, and they stuck. They can't get down. There's nothing. These are all desert. It's probably hot. It's a mess. They can't eat. You know, one bitch had to pee. Like, bitch, what you gonna do? So basically, they stuck up here. All right, so that's what that movie is about. So how they gonna get down? Who knows? I don't want to spoil it. But I do want to say the whole experience of this film was amazing. Like, I haven't been in a movie where I had jumped, gasped, screamed, fell out my seat almost, and I wasn't even in D-Box in no 40X. So if y'all are afraid of heights, y'all gonna be in for y'all gonna be, I don't know, y'all gonna have anxiety attacks. Y'all better take what kind of medicine y'all on. But this movie's crazy. So I do want to see this in D-Box or 40X. I want to get all the wind in my face and the rumbling and stuff, because that might be intense. Like, this had jump scares in a different way. Like little chains moving or like the ladder wiggling. That shit was loud. It was impactful. I highly recommend this movie. Fall is a lot of fun. I know people are not gonna dissect this for X, Y, and Z acting, the twist is stupid, or this is stupid, or that's stupid. Bitch, watch the movie. Weren't you entertained? Like, bitch, my palms were sweaty. I was getting hot, but I heard people talk about, oh, this movie got me, but I give it 1 star. Bitch, you crazy. How'd you feel in this movie? It makes no sense. If you had a good time in the movie, wouldn't it be a better rating? But you're gonna rank it off. I don't know. I guess everyone's different. You know, everyone has their own opinions. But I feel like if you had a great experience in something, it should be rated a little bit higher because you had fun with it. And I had fun with this movie. Highly recommend seeing it in a theater. Fall. It's probably not gonna be in theaters long, so go watch it. Check that out. All right. Also, coming out this Friday is Orphan. It's a sequel to Orphan, or prequel, I guess. It's called Orphan First Kill. So if you guys have saw Orphan, it came out like in 2009, and that was about, I don't want to spoil it, I think I talked about it a few episodes ago, but it's about a girl who's like an orphan who goes to this family, and all these weird occurrences start happening, and yeah, it's nuts. So this one's a prequel to that, and it showcases the ending of the first one, of how things came to be. And this movie, it starts off like a lot of the same, but it has some ways that this movie flows that changes everything. Let me tell you. So the first movie was really odd with this girl playing a 10-year-old and things happen, but this new one explains a lot of stuff. Okay, I just want to say that. And it has the bitch, what's her name, from Save Last Dance? Julia Stiles. It has that bitch in it. You know, she's known for her white girl with the black movie, Save Last Dance. She was in what was the other fucking movies she was with black people? Oh, Mekhi Phifer. You know, she'd be fucking black people up. Anyway, so she's in Dexter season 5, Miss Lumen, but she's in this movie with her stale acting. Yeah, she's very stale, and she's here and with a couple other characters I don't really know, and you got the same bitch from the first one. She's older, so everyone's wondering how could she look younger than she, because you know, 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago, this bitch was like supposed to be 10-year-old playing whatever. So anyway, so in this new one, she's a lot older, a lot taller. She looked older. She had bags in her eyes. So how do they do this? CGI? Who knows? And how do they get the people to look taller than her? But I did see a behind-the-scenes photo recently. Y'all can probably see all the internet bloody disgusting, all this stuff posted. But they wore like these clunkers. You know the Spice Girls? They wore them clunkers for fashion. They had to wear these to make this bitch look small. I thought that was clever. I will say this movie was pretty solid. I like the first one better. Very impactful. I did a double feature with the Overlook family. We did a whole thing with that. So y'all got to check this out. Also, listen to the Overlook Hour. This Thursday's episode, or maybe this might drop before that or after that, whatever. So check out the new episode. Check out the Overlook Hour. They're going to interview the director of this film, and you're going to get all the tea on The Boy. You get the tea on the Orphan series, and yeah, listen to that and get some more tea on how this all came to be. But I do recommend this. I don't want to say it too much, and maybe I'll wait till next week to get into it more, because maybe more of y'all will see it. But I do recommend checking out Orphan First Kill. It'll be on Paramount Plus this Friday. So get into it. All right. So that's it for all the watches for the week. I didn't check out a Tubi movie this week. I didn't have time. I was busy. But next week, I'm going to get some. I do have some recommendations from you guys. Thank you guys for still reaching out to me. If you guys still have some Tubi movies that you've seen that you want me to review, reach out to me, DM me, whatever, and we'll go from there. All right. So now we get into these movies, y'all. All right. So the first movie I want to talk about is one that I missed from the stream, from Bob's Blu-rays YouTube tournament that we did yesterday. I ordered this because I knew no one would have this. It's from 101 Films, and they don't have too many Blu-ray releases, but they did release The Last Broadcast, a found footage movie about a group of friends or this camera crew that are going to this place or whatnot to find the fucking Jersey Devil. I don't know. It sounds cool, and it has loads and loads of bonus features, you guys, like a lot. And it's in this cool slit box, has the Blu-ray and a booklet. It's a super cool little addition for this. And basically, if I had this yesterday, I would have got 3 more points, because I was trying to win. I came to win that game. I'm a competition. Like, I'm all for competing, so I like to win when I'm doing anything competing. If you watch it, you'll see if I won or not. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but, you know, stay tuned. Go watch it and see if I won. Anyway, so yeah. So anyways, The Last Broadcast is a pretty solid release. I did order this for the show. It arrived after the show, but I like the cover, and I'm excited to check it out. All right, 101 Films. I'm going to thank Bob for me buying this, because I probably wouldn't have if I didn't want to try to win. I looked it up and tried to find something. All right, so for this week's releases, I'm going to start with Coneheads. Have y'all seen this movie? So this is from Paramount Plus. Oh my God, Paramount Presents put this out, and Anyways, it's from Paramount. And Coneheads. So this is the movie I used to watch with my siblings, little brother and sister. If y'all watching, y'all know. This movie we watched a lot. And I don't remember it too much. I remember liking it. I was a kid. This came out in the 90s. And it had Dan Aykroyd. And I know these like alien people. They're really fucking weird. I know it's supposed to be like a comedy. I don't really remember much of what happened. I do remember a scene where I think the mom was shopping for groceries at the market. And she had an eggplant. You know, before it was something else. And she had it, and it looked just like her head. It was so funny. I don't know. I just remember that scene, and she just was so scared. And I think she was talking to it in her alien language, the eggplant, because it looked just like her head. But anyways, Coneheads just released today. It's $12 on Amazon, Best Buy, and I think Target.com. So it's pretty cheap. There's no digital copy. There's no bonus features, but it's a solid buy. I got it for nostalgia, and I'm excited to rewatch it. All right. Next up is Child's Play. So if you guys know, Scream Factory, Shout Factory did release the first 3 Child's Play films, 1, 2, and 3 in 4K. So I did order that. That is on the way. It comes with posters and exclusive 2 slips for part 2 and 3 from Devon Draws, the Cavity Colors creator. Those covers are awesome. So you get the exclusive slips, 5 posters, and if you want to splurge and spend $200, you get the pin set. I didn't do that. But anyways, and you get a NECA figurine, the charred Chucky from Child's Play 3. So that's on the way, but basically I picked up the Best Buy exclusive. So only at Best Buy, you can get the Child's Play 1 in 4K. So this released here, I love this cover. It's like one of the original covers, you know, when Chucky, you know, kicked the babysitter bitch out the fucking window and blame it on fucking Andy. And basically, yeah, this Best Buy exclusive steelbook is has the 4K, has 3 discs. Has a 4K disc, a Blu-ray disc, and a bonus features disc. Has new scans, new interviews, new everything, y'all. Y'all should look at all those bonus features. Scream Factory, y'all doing your thing. And I'm excited for this. So yeah, so if y'all are into Child's Play and Chucky, I know you'll probably have this movie 20,000 times. It is in 4K. I think the original 4K slip is the same exact cover from the regular Blu-ray that Scream Factory put out a few years ago. Which is odd. They should have changed the cover, you know, for the 4K, but whatever. But that's that. So yeah, Child's Play. So all 3 of them came out today, and stay tuned for those. All right. Next up is one that I talked about before that I super liked, a highlight of my year, the Black Phone. All right, so Universal Pictures put out the Black Phone, Blumhouse, and all that good stuff. And all right, it looks like, look at this, it's all black at the top. It's not 4K, y'all. I don't want to get your sights ain't fooling you. But this is one that I did talk about before where, you know, a lot of these movies, they drop on Blu-ray, and then like 6 months later, they're going to put this shit out in 4K. I feel like that's going to happen with this. But I did get it because I like this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's a book. Y'all can read a little short story. There's a story about this. And also, this movie does come with a short film. The short film is called The Shadow Prowler. I've never heard of it. But it's a short film by Scott Dickinson. I don't know if that's like a short film from like the book too, because that book that this phone, Black Phone, is in has a bunch of other short stories. So I don't know. Anyways, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or right. But anyways, Ethan Hawke was in this. The shit was crazy. I love this movie. The little girl, two little kids in this movie were amazing. I like the dairy vibes, like the very Pennywise type of vibes this gave. Ethan Hawke was crazy. The mask that he has here, he has like 5 different versions. They were creepier, more and more and more. Don't take candy from strangers, y'all. That's what this is. Or black balloons, like y'all crazy, y'all too nice on this shit. But anyways, be careful. And this movie's not as nuts. Ethan Hawke, modern classic. I recommend it. Blade Disgusting did post recently as well that they're in talks of doing a sequel. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm looking forward to it. Maybe it's a prequel, like I don't know, Orphan First Kill. But I guess we'll see. So it has DVD with this and a digital copy. So Black Phone, cool slip too, guys. All right. Next up is the movie of the hour, Jurassic Park. You see all my dinos, y'all? They all here to play. We got Blue and her baby, you know, right here. And yeah, so Jurassic World. So Jurassic World Dominion came out with a few exclusive. The Steelbook came out today, and it's not like exclusive to Target or Best Buy or anything like that, so it's everywhere. And then you have the regular 4K. And I had a dilemma because I own all the Jurassic Park films in Steelbook, but I didn't like the Steelbook cover for what they released. It's stupid. It does have the 2 dinos here. The main one's Blue and her baby. But if y'all seen the movie, you'll see that they're barely in it. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so let's talk about it. So I got them both. So I got the regular slipcover version because I like this one better. The cover's better, and I do have, you know, the editions that I could watch. And I have the steelbooks I usually don't open, but the shit's ripped. It might get open. But the steelbook, ain't this cover kind of weird? Which cover y'all like better? In the comments, I want to know. But the Steelbook is very basic to me compared to 1 through 3, and then Jurassic World, and then the second one, The Lost Kingdom. And then you have this one. This looks basic, just has the 2 dinosaurs. And it's misleading to me because when you watch the movie, kind of spoiler, it's mostly about the humans. So they kind of play off the whole like legacy vibe. They've got in all the characters from the original trilogy, and they incorporated them with the new ones and had this all-out battle for the final movie. So this is the final movie in this long-running Jurassic Park saga, and I liked it. So I will say, out of the new trilogy, this probably isn't my favorite out of the 3. It has some cool action sequences. I did see this in D-Box, which was kind of fun. I wish there was more dinosaur action scenes. It was fun though. Like they did what they had to do. I like the new girl. This girl right here, the black girl, she was amazing. The pilot bitch, I forgot her name. She was everything to me in this movie. The final dinosaur battle, you know, they've done that many times. We get it. But that was kind of fun. I think the one who stole the show in this one is Jeff Goldblum. He killed it for me. I wish he was up, a bigger picture, because I mean, he carried this movie on his back with the little scenes that he had. But you have, the main characters from this trilogy at the front. They got that bigger picture, and you got the dinosaur. I don't know. I like this movie. It was fun. I'm a Jurassic Park fan, which is why I did double dip this week. I don't do this too much. First I was gonna just stick with the Steelbook since I wanted to be a completist and have them all. But then I'm like, fuck, I like this cover better. And if I want to rewatch it, it's the extended edition. I'd rather have this. So I'm becoming more of a slip guy than a Steelbook guy. But I don't know. But yeah, so it has not as much bonus features. It just has a battle for the big rock. It has a featurette and a 45-minute documentary. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, if y'all gonna get this out, this only has these 2 editions as of right now. There's also a 6-film box set. Go figure. Every year they come out with a new movie, they come out with a new box set. So there's a box set. It's just, I think there's a 4K one, but I did see the Blu-ray one at Target. They did have that one there. It's like $54 for all 6 movies. So if y'all want to do that. But yeah. All right, but that's it for this week, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to listen to the Overlook Hour. You can hear me on CNT Unfiltered. And yeah, check me out next week. We're getting closer to our 50th episode. My birthday is next week too, so shout out to me, yes. But thank you guys again, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.